to all our first and returning Killbear campers. You're in for quite a show tonight. It will be full of music, dancing, and Killbear history. If you know the songs, you are welcome to sing along. Our park staff and tonight's actors welcome you to the show. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Killbear the Musical. Here we go again.
It's like a bird.
Mamma mia! Here we go again! I got my first real zip tent. Bought it at the 5 and dime. Pitched it till my fingers bled. It was the summer of '09. Me and some gals from home had a trip and we tried real hard. Jamie loved it, Sarah got a sunburn. We should have known we'd never want to leave. Oh, when we look back now, that summer seemed to last forever. And if we'd had the choice, yeah, we'd always want to be there. Those were the best days of our lives.
Wow, what another beautiful day at Killbear Provincial Park. Warm sand beneath our feet, sun up in the sky, beautiful Georgian Bay. Could it get any better?
I don't think so. I mean, me and my family, we have been coming to Killbear every single summer for like 20, 25 years. I don't know what we would do in the summer if we didn't come to Killbear. What did people do before Killbear?
Hey, I guess you're right, eh? Like, Killbear wasn't always a provincial park. I mean, like, what? Like, something on this land must have been here before it was a provincial park.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened.
You know, we could ask one of those people, you know, they work in the park, and they know everything there is to know about the park, and they're like real snooty about it too.
Yeah,
nature or something.
Nature.
What are they called? What are they called? Nature.
Naturalist.
Naturalist. Yeah. Naturalist. We can ask one of them.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Where are they?
We should go find them.
Over there.
All right. Well,
Are they at that place? The center. The center.
Visitor
The visitor center. We're visitors.
Let's go
the center
there.
for us.
Yeah,
Let's
and then
go
we'll
there.
go ask them.
Yeah, let's ask them.
Okay. Yeah,
This way, right? This way? No. It's our first. Well, 20 years, but we've never been to the visitor center. This way. Oh, we got my towel. Oh, good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the visitor center. Yeah. We're gonna find out for you guys, and we'll let you know. Okay? Okay. See you in a bit.
They've modified every bit of you. Marie.
Anin, Bojo, Nanawagaki Kwe Indishnakas, Wabzeshi and Dodam, Shwanaka Donjwa, Ishnabe Down. Good evening, everyone. My Ojibwe name is the Reconciler. My English name is Taylor. I am a Martin Clan and I'm from Shwanaka First Nation. So I wanted to start the evening off by recognizing that we are on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people. So with that, there are 3 local First Nations. So that includes Shawanaga, Wasauksing, and Mi'kmaq First Nation. These 3 First Nations are a part of the Anishinaabe Nation, which is a part of the Three Fires Confederacy. So this includes the Ojibwe, the Potawatomi, and the Odawa. The Anishinaabe people of the territory have hunting and fishing rights as part of the Robinson-Huron Treaty, which is pre-Confederation and came into being in 1850. Additionally, these people knew that the land was unsustainable for agriculture, and so they were gatherers. They gathered Minoman, rice, odeme, strawberries, gijik, cedar, and dugash, sweetgrass.
After the Robinson-Huron Treaty was signed, the Canadian government passed the Free Land Grant and Homestead Act in the 1880s. The act offered 100 free acres of land to any European settler over 18 years of age, with the stipulation that after 5 years they had to have 50 acres of land under cultivation and a 16 by 20-foot house on the property. Going back quite a few years on the timeline, we have settlers coming to the Georgian Bay area and the Killbear Peninsula, specifically attempting to farm and begin an agricultural way of life. Francis Bolger, a well-known surveyor, had just completed his assessment of Killbear Point and the surrounding Harling Township area in 1872 and deemed the land useless. The bedrock, trees, and sand made the land appear to have little value, but that did not stop everyone from trying to stake their claim. Many would-be farmers hadn't fully known what they were getting themselves into.
Oh, wait.
Doggy!
Look at all this free land we got ourselves here. Those government officials are crazy for giving away all this free land.
Yeah, darn tootin'. Look, we can build a homestead over there. We can even chop some trees down for crops. And hey, if we're feeling crazy, we can even build a swimming hole.
That'll be nice on those refreshing summer days.
Yep, this is shaping up to be a valuable investment, my brothers. Let us start working on this here land.
What's all this?
Well, you see, it appears to be a combination of feldspar and mica, creating a beautiful leuconite mineral structure.
What on earth are you talking about?
It is rock.
Well, if there's so much bedrock here and it's so high, how are we gonna farm anything? Nothing will take root.
I wish someone had assessed this here land before we staked our claim in it. You know, there's bedrock everywhere. We could have gotten free land elsewhere.
Didn't someone survey this land here? What was that guy's name? Like Frank or Fred or something? Or Francis, that's what it was, Francis Boulder.
The name is Francis Bolger, not Boulder. And I did indeed survey the land here, and you obviously did not read my report, or you wouldn't have even tried to farm the land here. Don't you know that the land is useless? I see you plowing round Killbear trying to grow some crops, and I'm like, forget it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You see the soil isn't rich or fertile enough. I'm like, forget it. Forget the land too. I said if I was richer, I'd buy better acres. Ha! There's that some scat. Ain't that some scat? But it didn't turn out. It was a waste of my time. I said, forget it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I showed up at this little peninsula that you guys all call Killbear. Surveyed the land to grow my crops, but all I could find was your rocks. I pity the fool who buys this land from you. Your soil sucks, your soil sucks. Ooh, I've got some news for you. You ain't never gonna grow corn here. I see you plowing round Killbear trying to grow some crops, and I'm like, forget it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You see the soil isn't rich or fertile enough. I'm like, forget it. Forget the land too. Said if I was richer, I'd buy better acres. No, ain't that some scat? Ain't that some scat? But it didn't turn out. It was a waste of my time. I said, forget it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now I know that I had to borrow, and beg and steal and lie cheap. Trying to grow ya, trying to throw ya, 'cause growing you maybe ain't cheap. I pity the fool that buys this land from you. Your soil sucks, your soil sucks. Ooh, I got some news for you. You ain't never gonna grow nothing here.
elsewhere. What in the world are we going to do now?
Well, I have been on this land for quite a while now, and I have noticed some other uses for the land. You could log in the wintertime, tap for maple syrup in the spring, and hunting and fishing and trapping. Well, you can do that all year round.
Yeah, we can sure try that out. We can probably stay afloat for a couple of years. If anything, the land was free.
That's the spirit.
The Scott brothers settled on their piece of Killbear in 1885 and were one of the few settlers in the area to attempt to farm the land. They were able to build a home and cut a large clearing, meeting their requirements to keep the free land. The cleared land is thought to be the location of the additional Kilcorsey campground sites today. The Scots farmed seasonally, growing some crops for profit, but usually only enough to feed themselves and their family. In 1804, the Scott brothers sold their land. It is possible they sold their property to avoid having it seized because of the back taxes they accumulated over the years. Between the two of them, they owed about $30 to the government. But it's only speculation as to why they sold their land. The peninsula seemed to be a busy place, with settlers trying to turn a profit on the free land, but back in Parry Sound, bigger plans were beginning to unravel. J.R. Booth, an Ottawa businessman, had laid plans to build a depot in the Parry Sound area to connect his already thriving rail network. He tried to purchase land in Parry Sound, but the price was too steep. He instead decided to build his depot just outside of Parry Sound on Parry Island, which was then occupied by the Ojibwe. Booth knew the laws of the area were in his favor and worked against the Ojibwe people of Wasauksing First Nation. He began the process of expropriating the land from the Ojibwe, and in 1885, they were forced to sell their 314.5 acres of land to him at $9 an acre. Booth was now in business, and Depot Harbor was beginning.
I hopped off the train in Parry Sound with my dream in a suitcase. Welcome to the land of new success. Woo! Am I gonna fit in? Jumped off the train, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Parry Sound sign. This is all so crazy. I'm gonna be so famous. I need to buy the land for $9 an acre. Gonna call it Depot Harbor. With lots of money being made, I'm in business now. And a railway town was built. And a railway town was built. And a railway town was built. So I put my hands off the building my trust. My dreams can't go away. Nodding my head like yeah, bossing them around like yeah. So I put my hands up to build in my tracks. I know I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm developing Georgian Bay. Yeah, I'm developing Georgian Bay.
Excuse me, Mr. Bow, Mr. Booth, Mr. Bow.
Why, hello there, fine sir. I believe you were looking for me.
Well, I am looking for Mr. Both, sir. Is that you?
Is that me? Of course it's me. I am Booth. J.R. Booth is the name, and I'm quite well known across these parts of Ontario. So I'm a little surprised you don't know who I am.
Well, sir, what are you so well known for?
I have lumber mills in Ottawa, and I'm logging most of Algonquin, but I'm very excited to be expanding into railways.
Well, you know, the land here isn't much good for anything. No one's making a profit in agriculture anymore.
I have other plans for the land that I want to use. I'm going to build a harbor which will help me to strategically piece together railway systems to connect my mills to ice-free Atlantic ports.
Oh, that sounds like a beautiful dream. You know, I had a dream once to build
Mine is currently only a dream, but will soon become a reality. Grain elevators will reach towards the sky. Trains and boats will leave my harbor daily, full of harvested resources, and the money will come rolling in. I think I will call it Depot Harbor. But first, I need to secure me some land. Let's head to the Department of Indian Affairs.
If you say so, Boo, I'll show you the way. Man, another tough day working the docks. Gotta love moving cargo around.
Yeah. But, you know, since this place has become such a ghost town, the wife and I, we're moving to Sudbury so I can find some work. We're leaving on Monday, man.
Man, it's been nice working with you all these years. I'd offer to buy you a drink, but you know, prohibition going on. Nothing allowed in all the depot.
It's a thought that counts. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. It would have been nice, you know, to reminisce about the old days. Do you remember when we first got here? Yeah. Man, how things have changed since then. Well, we better get going. It's getting dark, and I gotta get home to pack.
The night of the explosion. Because of the decline in activity at the harbor, ammunition from the Second World War was being stored in one of the grain elevators, as they were no longer in use. The night of the explosion, the empty grain elevator caught on fire, spreading up the elevator tracks and causing the second grain elevator to also catch fire. The explosion created a large fire that destroyed the grain elevators and warped some of the metal train tracks. The already ghostly Depot Harbor was destroyed in the night, and rumors of how the fire started began to spread through the area. It is said that the light from the fire was so bright that at night you could have read a newspaper on Lighthouse Point Beach. The bright fires burned all night, and when they had finally died down, there was not much left of the once booming Depot Harbor. As the fire at Depot Harbor burned the shoreline of Georgian Bay, some big inland changes were underway. It was the early 1800s, and all the trees we see today would not have existed. Killbear was being heavily logged by loggers who lived in nearby winter camps. Life in the camps was rough. The loggers would sleep on small beds, eat little food, and their lives revolved around obtaining as much wood as possible. However, at night, or in the spring, the loggers would make their way to the Kipling Bar and treat themselves to a night on the town, and the Kipling bartenders loved having them.
Wow, it's gonna be another crazy night at the Kipling Hotel Bar. Don't you ladies just love this time of year when our logger boys come to town? Oh, aren't they just the dreamiest? Have you seen Bobby Johnson lately? Oh boy, has he ever gotten handsome?
I think Raymond Henry is just the dreamboat. He has the manliest beard of all.
What?
Oh, but you know, I've been hearing Raymond ain't been logamilly. Nuh-uh, he pulled the muscle in his arm real tight. Oh, you know, well, that makes sense then. You know, I noticed he wasn't tipping me quite right when I poured him a glass of our finest gin. You know, a real favor. They're not supposed to be drinking.
As it is, those boys get good and drunk all the time. Darn it, they're just so dreamy, it's okay.
But you know, I find the dreamiest of them all. Oh, you don't even have to say his name. Frederick Patterson.
Did I hear one of you beautiful ladies I'm doing fine. This is for you.
Thank you, Frederick. Can I get you anything?
Yeah, could you please pour me a glass of that gin over there?
Oh, anything for you, Frederick. Here you are.
Why, thanks, Tootsie. Come on, boys, let's have a night on the town. Drinks are on me.
Hey!
You think I'm pretty as I pour a legal chin. You think I'm funny as I help you shave your chin. You know you get me, but no money you bring it in.
Before you met me, I was a bum and things were kinda dreary. You brought me to life now every February. I'll go to camp for you, just for you. Let's go scout 4 pints tonight, no regrets, just cash. We can log until we die. You and I will be rich forever.
You make me feel like I'm living a logger's dream. The way you cut them trees, you can't sleep. You work all day to keep chopping down trees, keep chopping down trees. My heart stops when you're home and green. Just one cup and you'll be seeing green. It's all you, so take a swing and keep chopping down trees, keep chopping down trees.
Get your heart racing in my loggers, plant me your loggers dream tonight. Let you cook the meal for me in my ripped up jeans. Be your loggers plant tonight.
You make me feel like I'm living a logger's dream. The way you cut them trees, you can't sleep. You work all day to keep chopping down trees, keep chopping down trees. My heart stops when you're home and green. Just one shot and you'll be seeing green. It's all you, so take a swing and keep chopping down trees, keep chopping down trees.
Alright, man, that has been a swell night if I say so myself. How about we get some logging done? Yeah, let's go. Where's our equipment?
So, what are we feeling this fine morning, boys? Should we be going for some mixed hardwoods, you think, bud? Or are you thinking some softwood, some white pines, eh?
Let's get her.
Let's go look for some white pines. Okay, bud, let's go look.
Anybody seen any white pines around? White pine trees? Where?
That is the
Okay,
white
I'll go check that out. No, that one's not big enough.
White pine! Where's the big
Size of that one. Oh, you guys seen any white pines?
Oh, well, look at this view right over here. What a beautiful white pine. I'd say she's anywhere from 150 to 200 years old, eh, bud?
Oh yeah, and I mean we pretty much cleared out the rest of the area. I'd say we just need to take these few down and we're good for the day.
All right, bud, let's do it.
Do it, boys.
At first I was brave, I was petrified. Thinking I could never live without you by strong. And I learned how to carry on, and now you're back.
Let's take this one home and make a pretty penny out of it, shall we?
The peninsula had been logged practically bare by the end of the logging era. All the hardwood trees were cut down and moved into the Perry Sound lumber mills on sleighs and the waterway. White pines and other hardwoods floated down Georgian Bay till they reached the mills to be cut up. Many men made a living logging and enjoyed their times in the winter camps, though logging was hard on the men and the forests. Fortunately, the trees have returned and have grown into healthy, new-growth hardwood forests, but evidence of logging still exists in the park today. Other ventures began here on Killbear Point, but not all left their mark the way that logging did. One gentleman had a very different idea of how to use the Killbear Peninsula, and he tried his hardest to see his dream through. Alonzo Phillips, a snooty businessman, envisioned this area as the perfect spot for his luxury hotels. His plan was to build a place for all the richer folks to stay when they came up north to enjoy the great outdoors. Visitors would be able to enjoy condos, timeshares, pools, and tennis courts at his massive hotel. The plan for his hotel was anything but modest, but Alonzo knew it would surely become one of Perry Sound's greatest hotels.
White marble. We are not building the Econo Lodge here, people. We are building the finest, the most perfect, the most luxurious hotel empire in all of Perry Sound. Let's get together.
Oi, mate. Sorry, Mr. Alonzo. My supervisor didn't show up today, so we weren't too sure what to do.
Yeah, well, real sorry, Mr. Alonzo.
No, Alonzo, are these carpets okay at least?
Okay? No, I specifically said royal blue. Royal blue, not sea blue.
Aren't they the same color, mate?
The same? No, they're not the same. There is a difference. It's 1910, people, and you know what? Sea blue just won't cut it anymore. Don't question me. I am an expert at this stuff. I've already built the Canada Atlantic Hotel, and it is a very fine establishment, if I do say so myself. Thank you.
Say, Mr. Alonzo, do we even have enough money to build a hotel? All the government funding we've gotten has gone into the planning.
Hush, 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 hush. It is my dream to build this hotel. Mine. I'll figure it out.
When I came to this peninsula, I knew that this project, it would be my meal ticket. Take me from rich to richer. I plan all night, I plan all day, and still there's bills I have to pay. Ain't it sad? And still there never seems to be enough funding left for me. That's too bad. In my dreams, I have a plan. If I don't need a hotel chain, all my money could fill a hall. I'd have the best hotels of all. Money, 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 must be funny in Alonzo's world. Money, 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 always sunny in a rich man's world. All the things I could do if I had a lot of money. It's a rich man's world. It's Alonzo's world. Alas, no funding from the government. Fine. Gosh darn it! Fine, you can keep the dirty land here. Didn't want it anyway. I will go and build my luxury hotel empire somewhere else. Come on, team, let's go.
No funding from the government. Whatever. See you later, Alonzo.
No. Wait. That's the blue carpet. Save it. I can use it in my house. In my house.
Alonzo Phillips had big dreams for the Killbear Peninsula, but we can see today his hotel was never built. Much to Alonzo Phillips' dismay, he never received the financial backing that he needed from Toronto to solidify his plans for the hotel, and his dream for Parry Sound's most luxurious hotel failed to materialize. In the end, he sold his land in 1910, and like many before him, it was either boom or bust, and in the case of the Killbear Hotel, it was bust. Many dreams began and ended here in the Parry Sound area, but back on the water, trouble was stirring. In the 1920s and 30s were a great time of fishing on the Georgian Bay. Lake trout fishing was excellent until the 1950s when overfishing had diminished the schools of fish. Poaching became a big problem in the area in the 1930s as fishing restrictions were put into place. Catching fish and deer out of season was particularly popular in the area. It wasn't until the late 30s that management and protection increased in the area. Neil McNaughton, a game warden in the area, enforced the restrictions on hunting and poaching for most of the bay. In the beginning, he used a small rowboat to get around on the bay, but was later given an aluminum boat with a 3-horsepower engine. Neil McNaughton was the best game warden on the bay, and the poachers respected him.
Man, less and less lake trout every day, I tell ya. You see, back in the 20s, the lake trout would practically jump out from the water and right into my boat. Now we can't even get a bite.
Yeah, now with this pesky game management plan in place, nobody lets us do our fishing.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those game wardens, eh?
If they saw this beautiful pelt I caught just last week, they would cringe.
Oh, gotta hide it from old Neil McNaughton, GM1 clear. Yes, got him. This little guy will bring me a big old wad of cash. Not so fast, big boy.
your hands up in the air. I'm big and oh so strong. You're doing the land wrong. And I can tell it would be long till you were mine, yeah, mine. Giving you a huge fine, yeah, fine. Singing, I'm a game warden. Remove that snake from your cage, man. I'm a game warden. I love catching poachers, don't mess with me. Woo! I smiled as I wrote you up, but I had to take it. Or taking, coaching, catching, or littering. I'm a game warden. Well, can I take it home where we can be alone? So I guess we're moving on. Here's your fine, yeah, fine. So I guess we're moving on. Singing, I'm a game warden. Judging by your eyebrows, you've been coaching fish now. I'm a game warden. Open up your door and let me take a look.
You boys, you got something to say for yourselves?
I didn't know I was doing anything wrong.
Yeah, neither did we, right, buddy?
Well, you boys have been poaching species at risk. And around here, that's a finable offense. You know, the species were really suffering, and these regulations had to be put in place to save them.
Who are you anyways?
The name's McNaughton. Neil McNaughton. And I am the game warden in the area. And you boys, you're in big trouble.
You don't seem too tough to me.
Oh, that's what you think. Someone's got to save the lake trout and other species at risk. Get up, let's get out of here. Let's go.
Back to the swimmer.
Neil McNaughton was the senior conservation officer and was in charge of patrolling 66 townships with very few roads. Poachers had a lot of respect for him because his job was nearly impossible to do. Neil McNaughton would get information about illegal activities that were happening around the sound and go out attempting to catch the poachers. Usually, by the time he arrived, the poachers would have been long gone, taking their catches with them. But Neil McNaughton was the best, and he got his fair share of poachers over the years, helping to maintain species diversity in the area. Conservation and restoration efforts have continued in the area ever since, and in 1960, Killbear Provincial Park was established. Outdoor activities had become a huge pastime for many after the Second World War, and soon many green spaces began popping up across Ontario. Many provincial parks were established over the next few decades, including Killbear, as a way to cope with the booming success of outdoor adventuring. Over the years, camping and outdoor adventuring had evolved, but there is one thing that has stayed constant, even up to the present day: the efforts of staff and volunteers to educate and protect the beauty of Ontario's wilderness.
Oh dear. I do hope some campers come to my program today. Last time I only had 4 measly campers and they left halfway through. You know, I think there's some programs tomorrow. There's animal diets at 10:30 at the Day Use Beach and another guided hike at 3 p.m. about raptors. All the campers should go to that one. Now, where are my campers? I don't see anyone around here. Where are they? Where are the campers? Oh my goodness, hello there folks. Welcome to Killbear Provincial Park. My name is Evelyn. I'll be the naturalist leading your guided hike today. Today we're going to talk about trees. Trees are really, really neat, and there sure is a lot of nature out here today. There's no doubt about that. Let's start hiking.
This is so boring.
Johnny, don't be rude.
Oh,
I'm not. Trees are just boring.
All right, so we've reached our first stop here where you can see the amazing smooth gray bark of our beech tree. Now, beech trees are really neat because they kind of look like elephants' legs tromping down through the forest. Yep, that's what our naturalists like to joke about down in the visitor center. Isn't that neat, guys?
Oh, this is so lame.
Molly, shh, listen to the lady.
Okay, this is our best stop on the hike. It's our majestic white pine. You know, white pines were logged here about 100 years ago, but since then they've come back to Killbear, and they're really neat because they come in needles and clumps of 5. And you can remember 5 because there's 5 letters in the word white. Isn't that neat?
Trees are so silly.
Oh my goodness. Well, trees are one of the most important things about life on Earth. They provide shelter for the deer in the winter. They're places for birds to build their nests. They provide food for many, many, many mammals, and they provide the homes you live in and filter the air you breathe. And unfortunately, trees are in danger. They're in danger! Nearly 4 billion trees are cut down each year for paper worldwide.
It's not so. What do you mean?
Well, in Ontario, trees are at risk due to deforestation.
Cares about silly trees.
Well, we'll see about that.
I'm bringing trees back. Yep. Them lumberjacks don't know how to hack. Yep. If you cut some down, better plant some back. Yep. Cause deforestation is the way to act. Give me some reasons now. Well, trees are great. They provide us with lots of shade.
And protect us from those UV rays. Really help us on summer
days. Kick it to the forest now. On your knees. Keep them trees growing. Plant some seeds. Keep them trees growing. Did you need? Keep them trees growing. Evergreen. Keep them trees growing. Statically. Keep them trees growing. Practically. Keep them trees growing. Negatively. Keep them trees growing. I like to breathe. On your knees. Keep them trees growing. Plant some seeds. Keep them trees growing. Did you need? Keep them trees growing. Evergreen. Keep them trees growing. Statically. Keep them trees growing. Practically. Keep them trees growing. Negatively. Keep them trees growing. I like to breathe. I'm bringing trees back. Yep. Cause all our forests are in serious lack. Yep. About half are gone now, and that's a fact. Yep. But we can put the climate back on track. Yep. Give me some reasons now, if you can't see. If we harvest sustainably,
it would help our
economy.
And let us breathe a little more easily.
Take it to the forest now. On your knees. Keep them trees growing. Keep them trees growing. Did you need? Keep them trees growing. Evergreen. Keep them trees growing. Statically. Keep them trees growing. Practically. Keep them trees growing. Negatively. Keep them trees growing. I like to breathe. On your knees. Keep them trees growing. Plant some seeds. Keep them trees growing. Did you need? Keep them trees growing. Evergreen. Keep them trees growing. Statically. Keep them trees growing. Practically. Keep them trees growing. Negatively. Keep them trees growing. I like to breathe.
Let's go see some more. I'll show you the way.
Oh, come on, Pascal. It's not so bad in there.
Hey guys, thanks. That was great. You were amazing trees. Oh.
Thanks, yeah, that was a lot of fun. You did a really good job. I know you practiced so much.
Thank you.
It went off without a hitch.
We had 44 campers this time. It was amazing,
That's
and you were so great.
perfect, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was awesome. Perfect number.
Not too many, not too few. It's exactly what we want at all our programs.
Yeah, and you know, I think some other naturalists were hiking. Do you see them?
Yeah. They were just. They should be back any second now.
Oh,
There they are. There they are. How was your hike? It was good. Yeah. Just a typical day in the life at Killbear Provincial Park in the Natural Heritage Education Department.
Oh, come on, Cal. It's not so bad.
8:45, the usual morning drive-in. Start on the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish the sweepers, make glass and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 10 a.m. So I'll read a field guide, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new observations to my naturalist. I'll play with snakes and bugs and frogs and everything. Just wondering, when can I learn it all?
One more time! One more time! Take a
The usual morning drive-in. Start on the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish the sweepers, take glass and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 10 a.m. And so I'll read a field guide, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new observations to my naturalist. I'll play with snakes and bugs and frogs and everything. Just wondering, when can I learn it all? And after lunch is the program of guided hiking. Snake cross or fox tank is the very best. Buckets and geology may be her thing. Then I'll rope on the beach, take a bag, clean the mess, and then there'll be a city all around my window. I'll try to Harold's Point, I'll find a snake somewhere, and then I'll trim and trim and trim and trim the trail. Work in the snake park I've always loved. And I'll keep smiling and waving and smiling and waving to every visitor. Every day, campers will appear, just like they do at Killbear each year. What an amazing place where campfires glow. Now that I'm here, I'm never going home.
As time continues to pass in the area, things are always changing. People come and people go, but history continues to write itself, in the good times and the bad. Many historical moments of the area have shaped and defined it. From the beautiful but dangerous rocky shorelines to the iconic windswept pines, many folks have enjoyed the Killbear Peninsula over the years for the recreational purposes or profitable ones. At this time, I would like to call out all the actors from tonight's show. For joining us here today. We hope that you've enjoyed yourself and that our catchy lyrics won't be stuck in your heads for too long. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for coming, guys. Just before you head out, I just wanted to let you guys know that as of this morning, the fire ban was actually lifted. You can definitely have a fire. Just, you know, it's still a high warning, so just still be really, really careful, but we can have marshmallows now, which is great. The other thing I just want to let you guys know about is that we do have active bears in the campground, so just a reminder to always have your sites be bear-proof, even during the day. It's anytime you're not on your site. So you got to put all your coolers, all your water jugs, any wildlife attractants, anything scented should be going away in your car and preferably covered with a blanket. And that's just to keep you guys safe and also our bears safe here at their home. So thanks so much for coming out tonight, guys. Hope you